most writers are magpies by nature. We look for shiny things to steal. And I had an idea about 10 years ago for a book in which a young boy discovers that his neighbors are trying to open the gates of hell. It was essentially Satanism for young children. And I couldn't quite figure out how to do it. And then I began reading about the Large Hadron Collider. Which was a big particle accelerator in Switzerland. And basically, they were trying to uncover the secrets of the universe. And there were dire threats around this machine. It was said that it would create a black hole. That would destroy the planet. And I thought, there's my story. Although what was really funny was that when they did turn it on, not only did it not destroy the planet, it didn't work at all. But I realized that I could combine science and fantasy. In one story.
How has your upbringing affected your writing, especially in this book?
You know, I had a perfectly lovely childhood. I really resent my parents. For not being more dysfunctional. I feel they gave me very little to work with. But I have a kind of fondness for childhood from my childhood. And I suppose I remembered myself as a 10, 11-year-old boy who read a lot, who had a dog, and was maybe a bit too imaginative for his own good. So there is a lot of me in Samuel. Just as there was a lot of me in a different way in David in the Book of Lost Things.
Okay, moving on.
very difficult to choose between books and music. They're both just huge parts of my life. And I have a particular fondness for that period in the late 70s and early 80s. Musically, because it was the period in which I became a teenager. And I think when it comes to music, a lot of our affection is tied up with the music we listened to when we were teenagers. And I had done a radio show for children, a one-off radio show. For Halloween, in which I played kind of odd songs about people drowning. And weird songs about ghosts. None of which were, I think, what the radio station quite expected. And once they had de-traumatized the children, they asked if there was anything I would particularly like to do given the opportunity. And I said I wanted to do a show about late 70s and early 80s music. And the producer said, please don't, because it's all terrible. And I said, I will convince you otherwise. And I kind of did. Although I think he still resents me for making him listen to so much of it.
Okay, this is kind of a fun question. When you listen to music, do you sing loud and clear, or only on the inside?
Only on the inside. I was not gifted with the singing voice. And I danced like an Arnie board. The thing you iron shirts on.
Oh, an ironing.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, the last question is Guns N' Roses or the Cars, which is worthy for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
I'll take the Cars over Guns N' Roses any day. Guns N' Roses have one good album.